Okay. Hopefully people will come in here in the next little bit. Turn off our video recording device. What's up? Shadow King, what's happening, dude? Okay. Shadow King, you're the first one here. You know what, Shadow King? Because you're the first one here, you get a Rob Core ring. Send me an email. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? WandaVision. Let's talk about WandaVision. You know, originally I was going to make a video, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to make a video. I'm just going to talk to my fans about it. I'm going to just do a live stream, just talk to you guys about WandaVision, right? You guys like live streams, don't you? If you like live streams, type yes. Type yes in the comments. If you like it when I do live streams, just type yes. And that works. Because I think I might just do this whenever the episodes come out, and we'll just talk about, like, the episodes and stuff. That'll be fun. Which I should probably change the name of this. But I'll let people know ahead of time. Do we want to do spoilers in this? Everybody's saying yes. Everybody's saying yes. No. Now you guys are saying no just to say no. But oh, not when you're in school? Oh, you guys are in school? Yeah, I guess you guys are in school, aren't you? It's like 2:30. Are you really in school, though? What you're doing, you're sitting at home watching this. That's what you're probably doing. Not in school. Not being in school like you're supposed to be. You know you're supposed to be in school. Not in school. Yeah, so, do you guys like it when I massage your ears with my voice? And I talk in a relaxing way to caress those eardrums. That sounds so creepy. All right, if you want to see spoilers, type spoilers. Just type spoilers. Like telling you guys to type stuff's like the easiest way to figure out whether or not you guys want to see something. It's just the easiest way. So if you want to see spoilers, type spoilers. So that way I can get a feel for it. It's like creepy. Yes. The voice of an angel. Oh, man. Spoilers. Wow, you guys are going in on spoilers. Okay. Lots of people are typing spoilers. All right. I guess this is a spoiler episode. Okay. Then what do you guys want to know about the first two episodes? What do you guys want to know? Now, here's the thing. Before we start this stream, I do want to tell you guys, over on Pop Culture Explained, I have a video coming out. It's not there yet. It's not up yet. But I have a video coming out today that basically reveals pretty much where the show is going to go. Because I think I know exactly how the show is going to end. And pretty much everything that's going on, right? So I'll reveal that on Pop Culture Explained, right? That'll be on that YouTube channel. You actually find the YouTube channel down in the description. People seem to love it, man. Like, that channel's blowing up. It's insane. Like, we did Stanley Explain. Stanley Explain almost has like 10,000 views. You guys love it, man. You guys are going nuts on Pop Culture Explained. I don't know. How many of you guys are part of that channel? How many of you guys are on Pop Culture Explained? Like, if you're on Pop Culture Explained, type yes. I feel like it's just yes and spoilers for the whole stream today. Oh, man. But yeah, if you guys are subbed to Pop Culture Explained, just type yes. And if you're not, then why aren't you subscribed? Why are you not subscribed? I don't know. I don't understand. WandaVision's the best thing coming out of DC Rebirth. Absolutely, L. Fisher. You know what, L. Fisher? Because of that comment, you get a Rob Core ring too. Send me an email. You get a Rob Core ring. But yeah, it's So this is what this guy looks like. Yes, this is what I look like. This is how I look. Technically, it's kind of an off day. It's kind of a lazy day. Mariah's in Cleveland visiting her family. And anybody who's married knows, like, when the girl leaves, that's when the give a damn goes away, man. It's nothing but sitting on the couch, scratching your balls, watching TV, and playing video games. That's all it is. Like, when I'm done here with the stream, I'm going to go to a comic book store here in town. And I'm just going to go buy some comics. Come home reading. Probably maybe order a pizza tonight and just chill, right? Have some pizza and beer, and that's going to be it. That's my relaxing evening. right there. Probably play Spider-Man Miles Morales because that game is good. That game is so good. But like, yeah, man, the devil's in the details. Dude, that plot line. Dude, that line. Okay. Dude, that was an amazing line. Here's the thing. I don't think it means anything, though. I don't think it means anything. Maybe it will. I don't think it means anything, though. It'd be cool if it did. Right? The devil's in the details. But I don't think that actually means anything. I don't think it means Mephisto. It'd be cool if it did, but I don't think it does. Well, I haven't really found an official comic book store yet. I've been to one, there's one in town one right down the road called Capital City Comics, which is cool. I mean, it's a cool store to go into. But I haven't found my comic book store, and funny enough, we're actually going to be moving back to Colorado in, let's see, early to mid-April, maybe a little bit closer to May, but in April sometime, we're going to move. So I'm going to be, I'll be out of here in Columbus, but for right now, I think for the next, what is it? Month and a half, 2.5 months that I'm going to be here, I think I'll start shopping at Crazy Comics because Crazy Comics looks cool. So, but yeah, okay. So what do you guys want to know? What do you guys want to know about WandaVision, about the WandaVision show? What do you guys want to know? The Mephisto confirmed videos? I'm going to freak if it turns out it's actually Mephisto. I think Mephisto's a little too far-fetched, but I don't know. Okay. So who do I think the villain is? I think the villain is Scarlet Witch. I think Scarlet Witch is the main bad guy in this story. I think she's the main bad guy here. Was the Beekeeper Doctor Strange? No, the Beekeeper was probably somebody from Advanced Idea Mechanics because they referred to themselves as Beekeepers, and he was wearing the Advanced Idea Mechanics outfit. The only difference is that it wasn't yellow, right? But he looks like somebody from AIM, so he was most likely from Advanced Idea Mechanics. Yeah, like Liu Kang already said it. Yeah, Advanced Idea Mechanics. So, the Watch, yeah, Strucker Watch, he'll make time for you. That was so good. That was so good. Have you guys picked up on the fact that the ads are all the traumatic events that Scarlet Witch has gone through? Have you picked up on that yet? Because that was cool. Like the bomb, the Tony Stark bomb, right? Like the Tony Stark product. Technically it's a toaster, but the Tony Stark bomb that like killed her family, and then the Strucker Watch. Have you guys picked up on that yet? Because that was cool. That was really, really cool. But yeah, so, you think she's in full control? Yeah, I think she is. I think she is too. Dottie the blonde? No. Okay. Did you guys notice something about Dottie? Did you notice something about Dottie? Right before the radio transmission kicked in and Jimmy Woo came in and said, Scarlet Witch, who's doing this to you? Did you guys pick up on Dottie? Did you guys pick up on that? Yeah, did you guys pick up on that at all? I hope you did. I wonder if you did. Deep. Tahiti's a wonderful place. Yeah, but Advanced Idea Mechanics is currently part of SWORD. Or part of SHIELD. Or at least what used to be SHIELD anyway. So, I don't think the Beekeeper is SWORD. Or it could be that Advanced Idea Mechanics is working for SWORD. Because keep in mind, Advanced Idea Mechanics contracts out. Like we saw that during the events of... not Emma Frost. We saw that during the events of Jonathan Hickman's Avengers and New Avengers when Robert DaCosta bought out Advanced Idea Mechanics and like they worked for basically SHIELD. Like we saw that in the comics. So it's not uncommon for Advanced Idea Mechanics to work for somebody, but I'm very sure he's AIM. No. Dottie returned to normal for a second. Right? I think like here's what I think is going on. I think all those people in that town are acting against their will because like there's a moment like the radio transmission came in and all that kind of stuff and it took away Scarlet Witch's concentration, right? She lost her concentration. And if that's something that you noticed, that was something in the old Avengers comics, right? See, it's the small things. It's the small things that make all the difference. So back in the day in the old Avengers comics, when you had Vision and Scarlet Witch, and then you had Avengers West Coast or West Coast Avengers, whatever you want to call it, that like Scarlet Witch's kids would disappear, right? You guys remember I made a video on that. That like Agatha Harkness was babysitting Scarlet Witch's kids, and then Scarlet Witch would basically like her kids would vanish whenever Scarlet Witch lost her concentration, and that's when Agatha realized that Scarlet Witch, like her kids, were not actually there, right? They weren't real tangible kids. They were constructs created by the Scarlet Witch. And they ended up confronting her with that, and then their kids went away, and yada, yada, yada. I think what's going on here is that, like, this whole area is constructed by Scarlet Witch. It's created by her. And that she basically lost her concentration. When the radio transmission came in, she was like, wait, what, like, who in the world's doing that, right? It was like, what in the world is going on? And she lost her focus. And when she lost her focus, Dottie returned back to normal. And that's when she's like, who are you? Like, she's like, what in the hell is all this? And then, like, as soon as Scarlet Witch regained her concentration, Dottie went right back to who she was before, right? So, like, I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. So, yeah, well, I don't know if Agatha's not her neighbor. Oh, yeah. Agatha, the nosy neighbor chick? Yeah. Beyond Omega level empty hand. But yeah, I'm pretty sure she's manipulating it all. So I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. Do I think Ghost Rider will make an appearance? No. Oh, dude, Vision getting drunk off gum. Dude, that was amazing. That was hilarious. I died laughing when that happened. Like, it got all, like, his stuff got all gunked up, you know, and he's like, me and the guys, we had some drinks. And then he has to go out on stage drunk doing, like, a magic show. He was like, look at this, guys. He's, like, lifting a piano and all that kind of stuff. That was hilarious. That was hilarious. I loved that. But, yeah, that was cool. Let's see. Can I grow my hair out? Yeah, I probably should. Like I said, I think the Beekeeper is advanced idea mechanics. So, the intros in the show were really good. Yeah, the show is really, really cool. So, the Truman Show. No, okay, I can almost guarantee we're not going to see any X-Men in this. Right, we're not going to see, I don't think we're going to see any X-Men in this. It's not as though Charles Xavier is going to show up and just be like, you've been going crazy for a while there, Scarlet Witch, but now we've got you back under control. So, you know, and then magic and then leave. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. See, here's a cool theory. Here's a cool idea, right? And I talk about this in the Pop Culture Explained video. Here's a cool thing. SWORD stands for the Sentient World Observation and Response Department, right? Where SHIELD monitors Earth, SWORD monitors space. So what's going on that SWORD is monitoring the Scarlet Witch? I have a whole theory about that. No, there's no Wonder Man. We don't see Wonder Man at all. At least we haven't yet. We've not seen Wonder Man. Let's see. I think she brings back Quicksilver? I think she will. I think Quicksilver is going to come back. If you look closely at what's going on in the show right now, the WandaVision show is a blend between House of M and one other comic book storyline that Marvel published within the last 3 years. What do you think that storyline is? The person who answers that question correctly gets a Rob Core ring. All right, what do you think the storyline is? What do you think that storyline is? Oh, they retconned the sentient weapon? Oh, wow. Sentient weapon observation and response department. Damn. Okay, well then, yeah, they're monitoring Scarlet Witch now. Wow. Huh. Nope, it is not Tom King's vision. I mean, that's a given, you know, because of how the story looks. Nope, not Avengers Standoff. We already said House of M. Nope, not X-Men First Class Quicksilver. Not Secret Empire. It is not a story that involves Scarlet Witch or Vision or any of the Avengers. It is not House of X. Nope, it's not a secret family. It is not Avengers Disassembled. Nope, it's not Rage of Ultron. It's not Pleasantville. Pleasantville was good, though. It's not Avengers versus X-Men. Nope, it's not One More Day. It's a story that everybody overlooks. But if you read it, it's obvious what's going on. Oh, Darren Williams is close. Darren Williams is close. Everybody's going to go scrolling a Darren Williams comment now. Nope, it's not Siege. It's not Time Runs Out. It was in the last 3 years, right? So Time Runs Out was what, like 5 years ago? 4 years ago? It's not Different Strokes. Nope. Nobody has it so far. It's not Days of Future Past. Nope, it's not. It's not West Coast. No one has it so far. I'm killing you. Nope, it was a story that Marvel made within the last 4 years or so, 3 years, right? So it's within the last 3 years or so. All the stories you guys are running off came out like 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 years ago. It is not Darkhold, the Book of Sin. That's a great guess, though. Nope, it's not Dark Phoenix, but that's close. That's very close. People are just typing up answers. Everybody just trying to get this answer. It is not Dark Phoenix. Okay, do you guys want to know the answer to what I think the other half of this story is? Because it's a blend between House of M and another story. Do you guys want to know what the answer to that is? Phoenix Force is not a story. That's a character. Oh, Gabriel HB just got it. Phoenix Resurrection. Gabriel, send me an email. You get a Rob Core ring. Phoenix Resurrection. Yep. That's my vote. It's a blend between Phoenix Resurrection and House of M. I think it's a blend between those two things, right? Because Phoenix Resurrection was the story where Jean Grey came back, and initially it was like they were picking up on these little energy signatures that were coming from like places around the world, and they eventually honed in on where it stopped. And it was Jean Grey who had just recreated this entire town, and like she resurrected all her friends who died, and like Cyclops was back, like she resurrected Cyclops, and she had literally just created this whole little community and was just living out her everyday life. It was like the dream life she always wanted. And then the X-Men eventually confronted her, and then all hell broke loose. But that's exactly what it feels like. It feels like a blend between House of M and Phoenix Resurrection. Like, that's what it feels like. But yeah, so who was the Beekeeper? I think the Beekeeper was Advanced Idea Mechanics. I know you guys are saying it's Sword, but I feel like it was AIM. Or it's AIM working for Sword. Right. So they are doing the Vision family thing. But see, here's the thing. I would say it would be more in kin with Tom King's Vision if it was more Vision-centric. If it was more Vision focused, and we got characters like Viv and stuff like that, but we don't really have that, right? You don't really have Vision's family. He doesn't have it's not like a Vision wife and a Vision son and a Vision daughter. You don't really have that. Instead, it's just Scarlet Witch and Vision, right? So I don't really consider it to be very close to Tom King's Vision run. It was a great run. It was a great maxi series. I mean, I loved it. It was just 12 issues of awesome, but no, I don't think it's very close in line with that at all. Baron Strucker, yeah. Why Advanced Idea Mechanics? Because it's what AIM does, and they wear those kind of outfits. Except AIM outfits are yellow. So, but yeah, you think Hydra's definitely involved? I don't think Hydra's involved, but we did see a Hydra thing, right? The Strucker watch, which by the way, man, that Strucker watch looked clean, dude. I would love having that Strucker watch. That Strucker watch looked good as hell. I love the way that thing looked. Okay, what else do you guys want to know? Speed and Wiccan, yes, they are Wanda's kids. It was never confirmed they were Wanda's kids until Children's Crusade. That's when it was verified that they were officially the kids of Wanda Maximoff. Up until that point, like Marvel more or less said it, but never really confirmed it. And just by okay, Rick, just by kind of looking at it, you could just sort of figure out that's what was, that was the case. Especially if you read what is it, Young Avengers Special #1, different stories like that, you figure out pretty fast that they're kids of Scarlet Witch. So, oh, your ring came? Awesome, Galactus! I'm glad you like it. That's cool. What do I think of Agnes so far? She's great. Agnes is great. My question is, are they going to keep Agnes in line with the rest of with her Marvel counterpart, right? Because Agatha Harkness is a legitimate witch, right? She's a legit witch, is what the case is with her. She's not really she's not like Doctor Strange, where she uses like Sorcerer Supreme powers or anything like that. She does like the cauldrons and cutting animal, like sacrificing animals, different things like that. The show's not boring at all. The show's amazing. Um, but she's basically she's like a straight witch, and she was the mentor of Scarlet Witch for a while. So I wonder if they're going to keep her more in line with that. If she's there to be like a friendly eye on Wanda, to like kind of give whoever's watching her a true understanding of what she's actually capable of, that kind of a thing. She's like reporting back to people. Do I think the reason that it was an actual beekeeper's outfit is because Wanda's reality manipulation? Well, that's the thing. I mean, that's possible, but how's a beekeeping suit going to protect you from reality manipulation? They can't even save you from murder hornets, right? Like they're not gonna. That's not gonna happen. um, let's see. That's why we will see her past, because her mind is trying to put itself back together by going through time. See, I don't think it is. I think there's a reason why WandaVision looks the way it does. But that part I explore on Pop Culture Explained. I'm not going to tell you guys about that here. But I think there's a reason why everything looks the way that it does on WandaVision. Let's see. Did I forget the password for my Twitch account? No. No, not really. It's just a channel to live stream Comics Explained content. But is the channel offline? Is it not not running? It should be. Yeah, it's currently live. How would Doctor Strange... Oh, how would Doctor Strange tie into all this? I thought it said, how would Doctor Strange thee into all this? I was like, what? I don't know. See, that's the thing. We're not really given an indication of when the show happens. We don't know when WandaVision takes place. Right, we don't know if it takes place in we don't know if it takes place inside like after the events of Infinity War, but before Endgame. We don't know if it takes place after Endgame, and I don't think Marvel's actually come out and said when it takes place. So I'm not really sure when it is. Will Magneto be related to Wanda? No idea. Magneto's not in the MCU yet, so there's not really any way for us to know. Unless at the end of the show, Magneto shows up and is like, I'm taking my daughter away from this, and like floats away with her in his arms. Like, then we'll know. But, you know, it's we don't really know yet. So I don't know if they'll touch on her real father. That's the thing. Marvel's history between like with Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver being related to Magneto, it's so in flux and chaotic and indistinguishable from any measure of sense whatsoever that like there's no telling what Marvel's going to do. So, predictions: will WandaVision cross over with Falcon and the Winter Soldier, or or better yet, more along the lines of the style of, do I think Loki will cross over? I don't think any of those characters are going to cross over. I think each individual show is going to be part of the bigger MCU, but self-contained, right? In the same way that like Captain America 1 was self-contained, or Thor 1, or anything like that. Like you may reference some characters, but they'll just kind of be kept alone in isolation. So, it takes place in 2023. Is that when it takes place? Or 2022? 2023? Where are you guys getting that from? Because I haven't seen anything that specifies when the show takes place. Let's see. You just watched the 2 episodes? Yeah, Agatha Harkness. Yeah. Ugh, I got something in my eye. I should stop rubbing it, but pretty sure it's an eyelash. Let's see. Well, okay, the calendar says August 23rd, 2023, but you can't take that with any real reality, with any real measure of certainty, because literally the whole show is about her warping reality, right? So, you know, there's no real way to know if it's accurate or not. So, I mean, we can assume that it is, but we don't really know for certain. In a show where nothing is certain, I certainly wouldn't trust the calendar, if that's what you guys, you know, that's kind of what I'm saying here. Let's see. Yeah, the radio broadcast, Jimmy Woo. Yeah, that was nuts. Wanda, who's doing this to you? Let's see. I mean, they did do a 5-year time skip in Endgame, but again, like, we don't know if it takes place during that 5-year time skip. That's one of the things to keep in mind, guys, is the MCU has historically, well, not historically, but they have done things out of order in the past, right? So unless they come out and explicitly tell us, or unless like she comes out into the real world and it's like, what year is it really? And it's like, it's this year or something like that, then we'll know. But I wouldn't really set a whole lot of store by a calendar. um, let's see. Do I expect a reversal of the No More Mutants? I mean, it was reversed a long time ago. So what? I mean, when you say like a reversal, do you mean like no more superheroes or like no more Avengers? Is that what you're talking about? I mean, but that's the thing. Like, I mean, yeah, Wanda was snapped, but like, is this taking place in Soul World? I mean, that's what we don't have an answer to, right? That's where things are not given to us. I mean, Thanos appeared in Soul World, but it was just this great big huge bleak emptiness and just void that went on for eternity. So I don't know. It could be totally different. I mean, we know with, for example, from the old Adam Warlock comics, the Soul World looks different to different people. So it kind of depends. Um, let's see. No more multiverse. Oh no, I don't think we'll get anything like that. Monica Rambeau was cool. Monica, that what is it? What is her name? It starts with a G. I always forget. I keep wanting to say what is it? Oh my god. It's not Galadriel. I keep wanting to say Galadriel. That was from Lord of the Rings. Um, it's not Jordina. Geraldine. That's what it is. Geraldine. Yeah. What a strange name. But yeah, Geraldine. So yeah, that's definitely Monica Rambeau. I mean, it's the same actress. So that's definitely Monica Rambeau. So, yeah, the real question is what's she doing there? Right? That's the real question. Because here's the thing, like if it was if it was Scarlet Witch popped off, altered reality, Sword responded, they sent in Geraldine, and then or if they sent in Monica, she was immediately taken over alongside everybody else, and kind of her mind was basically dominated. But it could be that she's just there as a spy, right? Because that's my thought, that like Geraldine, Agatha Harkness, that they're basically there and just monitoring her, right? Like they're there as effectively spies, monitoring her and just blending in alongside everybody else, and just keeping an eye on what's going on. And then in turn, once everything goes back to normal, then of course, they'll reveal who they really are. But that's kind of my thought at that moment, right? Just kind of off the top of my head. But that's your aunt's name. Let's see. She might have joined Sword. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if she did, right? If she joined Sword because of oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, if she joined Sword because of Captain Marvel, of Carol Danvers, right? Carol Danvers basically becomes the head of Sword, like she does in the comics. Technically, it's the Alpha Flight protocols is what Carol Danvers is in charge of, and then Monica Rambeau joins up because of Carol Danvers. That would not surprise me. So, could Cathode be a villain? I think Cathode is more likely to be a villain than Scarlet Witch is, because he's basically Scarlet Witch's arch nemesis that you almost never see. So, like, I think they've only ever, like, duked it out, for lack of a better word. You've never really seen a fight between Scarlet Witch and Cathode. But they've never really done that for a long time. So, Agatha seems to enjoy Wanda's confusion. See, I don't think Wanda's confused. I think she knows exactly what's going on because she did it. So, Josh S. Rob, it's been 3 years and 100 plus comments. What happened with the Reed Richards that captures Doctor Doom toward the end of my Hickman Fantastic Four video? Oh, I don't remember. It's been so long. I guess I need to go back and reread that and find out. You don't know how they're going to explain me. I mean, bringing mutants in would be pretty simple. Be pretty easy to do. Vision is so Vision. I love Vision. He's hilarious. I love Vision in there. He's amazing. It's cool. So, Vision's boss is Wanda's dad. You really think so? You really believe that Vision's boss is Wanda's dad? I mean, if that were the case, though, you'd think he'd have a more prominent role. Yeah, when Carnage uses the Darkhold. No, I said when you're talking about him possessing Wanda, that was during the events of Secret Empire. They do have some flashback stories in Marvel where they basically explain how he touched Wanda and gave her a portion of his power so she could be an avatar that he could take over one day. But, I don't think Jack of Hearts is going to be the same kind of Jack of Hearts that we're familiar with. The guy who explodes. Uh, I don't think it'll be exactly like that. Um, it's for the children. um, do we know how long the show is? The show is technically 4.5 hours long, but it's 9 30-minute installments. Um, which honestly, given the way the show looks, is a perfect amount of time. That's a perfect time to do it. Uh, let's see. You love the super dark scene with when Mr. Hart chokes, yeah. I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, see, like that was the moment right there when I realized. Well, there were a couple moments, but that was a moment right there when I realized, okay, like they know exactly what, like Wanda knows exactly what she's doing. Like this all exists because she wants it to, right? Like when Mr. Hart's choking and like his wife's what is it? His wife's saying like stop it or like do something or something like that, and she says like Vision like help me, and like Vision pulls the gun out or pulls the food out of his throat. That's when I was kind of like, okay, like I'm pretty sure I know exactly what's going on. It's like yeah, it's like 5 minutes of credits. So that's how shows were back then too, I think. But or how shows are now anyway. Like it's one of the funny things I realized. Like myself and Mariah, we've got YouTube TV, and we were watching Law and Order last night, and we realized that Sundance TV actually speeds up the intros of the shows and speeds up segments of the shows so they can cram in more advertising, more ad space. Right, which is kind of like, damn, yeah, stop it. That's what I thought it was. So, I mean, I felt like when she said one, when she said stop it, she was talking to Wanda, and then two, like it was do something about him, right? Like don't let him die. So, mm-hmm. Yeah, that Strucker watch commercial was clean, man. Like I want a Strucker watch now. Like I want one of those watches, you know, like like Strucker watches. You know, he'll make time for you. um. Yeah, the commercials represent the events. That's one of the first things I picked up on is the commercials represent the traumatic moments in her life, and I think that's going to continue on, right? Like I think it's going to continue on in that trend. Like you're going to see like all the commercials are going to represent like the traumatic moments of Wanda's life. So, um, do I think the series is going to introduce the mutants into the MCU? No, I don't think it's going to do that. I do not believe the series is going to introduce mutants to the MCU. Could Ultron return? Possibly, but I don't think he will. At least not for a long time. Why didn't they make it a 1 hour episode kind of series? Because honestly, given the way the series is done, 1 hour would have stretched on too long. If one of these episodes was an hour long, I probably would have lost interest about 45 minutes into it. You know, about over halfway through. I think half an hour is a perfect amount of time. They're more like 25 minutes, but I feel like that's a perfect amount of time for each episode. So, um, let's see. Hold on. Grim Reaper's helmet shows up inside the floor in the animated intro. What? I totally missed that. Does it really? You think Wanda's going to say more people like me? Damn. She could. And that would bring back mutants. I also think the moment where Mr. Hart is looking at everything going on, he's like, all this chaos going on here. I think that's a reference to Wanda using chaos magic. I think it's like a nod. I don't think it matters or anything. I don't think it has any significance, but I think it's just a nice little nod. So, damn. Because here's the thing, I always skip over intros. I never pay attention to intros. So you're telling me I need to go back and watch the intros, is what you're saying. Um, let's see. You think Mr. Hart is Agatha's parents and everyone stuck inside is either from Sword or people who've wronged Agatha and Agatha is using Wanda to hurt them? I don't think Agatha's there as a bad guy. I think Agatha's there as like somebody to monitor Scarlet Witch or keep an eye on her or something like that. Um, let's see. You think? Oh yeah, we already read that. Okay, what role does the Mind Stone play here? Does it control Wanda? Well, that's kind of the kicker. Is the Mind Stone as it operates in the MCU is different from the comics. In the MCU, it's a technological device. It's basically a super advanced AI. So it doesn't really seem to work in the same capacity that like it can dominate the minds of all sentient beings in the universe. It doesn't really seem to work that way. Maybe it does, but we have not seen it work that way. The only way we've seen the Mind Stone work is one, when it was used by Vision to basically give him sentience and allow him to exist in a more human form. And then two, when Thanos used it to complete the Infinity Gauntlet. And that was it. That was the only real extent that we got to it. Okay. Rob, Sword tried to infiltrate her bubble reality without being noticed, hence the Beekeeper outfit. They're currently monitoring it from outside and are trying to communicate with her. Yeah, I think that's what's going on. I think it's Jimmy Woo that's chiming in because we got the radio broadcast. So that much I'm pretty sure about. Do I think the Scarlet Witch has already had a mental breakdown, or do I think that is yet to come? I think she's in the midst of it. I think she's in the middle of having it. Rob, can you explain the Hydra Watch being stuck on 242? Maybe it stands for Avengers number 242. Vision gets a new body, and the Beyonder is introduced, leading to Secret Wars. That's the prevailing theory that I've heard from people. Like, I've seen that all over the internet, right? That it ties directly into that, and that it has something to do with like the Beyonder or something along those events. Honestly, I think it's a little too soon to start talking about Secret Wars. I know it's something the MCU wants to do, and I know it's something that the Russos have said they wanted to do, but I feel like it's a little too soon to start talking about the idea of Secret Wars. Let's see. Do I think Mephisto will try to take Wanda's children and use them to his liking, like in the comics? I don't think that'll happen. This could be okay. Yeah. Okay. So you guys are coming up with theories. I want to know your theories, right? Give me your theories. I want to know what your theories are. This could be crazy, but your theory is that someone, maybe Mephisto, is doing this to her to get her kids, and that's why the town is saying for the children over and over again. Agnes talks about the devil. Maybe. I mean, but what would be the benefit, though? Because the whole reason behind Mephisto's actions with regards to the kids in the comics is that they were pieces of his soul. So he was just taking back pieces of his soul. But unless Wanda took pieces of the devil's soul and then, made her kids out of it, but I don't know. I mean, the house changed. Yeah, I think Wanda was also pregnant at the end of the episode. Like, she looked like she was pregnant. Ultron's voice is credited in the cast and crew. I mean, I don't know if it's like a flashback or something that's used. I know James Spader was the one, but it might also be something else in terms of like a future mention or something along those lines. I think she'll bring back Quicksilver. I think that's going to happen. Let's see if she can create objects and how powerful can these objects become. I don't know. I mean, there's no indication that there's any limit to what she can do, which is probably why she's being monitored. Vision is being used to create the alternate reality as a supercomputer. I mean, I'd be kind of disappointed if that was I mean, not to insult your theory, but I'd be kind of disappointed if that was the part. Your theory is the entire town are villains and superheroes. Everyone. That would be kind of cool. So like Avengers standoff, basically. Let's see. You think AIM is doing something? Isn't AIM symbolized as a beehive? Yeah. So take that pair, the hexagon, into the intro and outro, and then the beekeeper, and that appears in the second. Maybe they are testing her. Maybe, like I said, I think the beekeeper's advanced idea mechanics. I've been saying that. Like, I feel like the beekeeper is AIM, right? I mean, the only difference between an AIM agent and the beekeeper is that the beekeeper's outfit's white instead of yellow, right? But yeah, do I think we'll see the mini angled ones in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness? I hope so, even if only for a moment. I really hope we get to see the mini angled ones because they were cool. The Mailman's Galactus. Pew pew pew! Don't shoot me. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the destroyer of worlds. Oh man. You want Hyperion to show up in the end? Yeah, okay. So I guess that is a really good question, right? Somebody, Jason Hannes just asked this. So I guess, let's go ahead and start wrapping this up, right? Because I do want to get out to that comic book shop before they start to shut down. So here's a question that I want to ask you guys overall. the first two episodes of WandaVision, did you like it? Right? Because the cool thing about only getting two episodes so far, is that we basically get to just fan theory over everything until stuff starts to become solidified and we actually know definitively what's going on. We get to nerd out and just fan theory over stuff. So yeah, like what do you guys, did you guys enjoy the show? I think it's probably one of the coolest things. Did you guys enjoy WandaVision? What were your thoughts on it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you find it boring? What are your thoughts? Thought it was meh? You loved it? Ralph was Mephisto. They were so good. You enjoyed them. You liked it. It was different for sure, but it was cool. Yeah, I agree with that. It left you liked it, but it left you wanting more. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt. I really want to see more episodes. 7 out of 10 so far? It was different. It's a breath of fresh air coming from Marvel. Yeah, it is. Because you can set your clock. You can set your watch by Marvel movies, right? So it is a great breath of fresh air. So the show is so good. Yeah, I'm definitely excited. Are you guys excited for the next episode? For episode 3? Are you guys excited for that? Because you guys realize we have to wait a week before we get to see the next episode. Are you guys excited for it? Because I am. I'm very excited for it. Agnes's husband is Mephisto. That would be a crazy plot twist. Like, it's Agatha and Mephisto fighting over Scarlet Witch. That would be a crazy plot twist. The Beekeeper's Candyman? Be my victim. The tension's great. Very nice pacing. Has a great vibe to it. It does have a great vibe to it. No, all the episodes that come out from here on out are just the single episodes. So it'll just be 30 minutes next week, 30 minutes after that, 30 minutes after that, so on and so forth. So this week was just the first and second episode. You're super stoked for the series, yeah. Oh yeah, we'll probably end up doing this for each of the episodes. We'll probably end up doing this for each of the episodes that come out. Because I'll be honest, man. Here's one of the things about being a YouTuber, right? Making videos is fun and it's enjoyable. But I like talking to you guys, man. Like, I like comparing theories, comparing like what I think's going on, how I think things are happening, and like things that I've missed or things that I got wrong. And you guys being like, no, it's actually this, like the Grim Reaper's helmet. I never knew that was in the intro. Like, I love talking to you. Like, I love nerding out with you guys over stuff like this. So yeah, no, I mean, stuff like this is fun. Like this, I love doing this. So do you guys want me to do this again next week? Do you guys want to do this again next week? I mean, if you guys do, let me know. Just say yeah. Is Fool Killer finally back? I don't know. I never cared about Deadpool's ancillary team. More streams. It would be funny if the Beekeeper was Mephisto. It'd be a weird reason for him to show up. So, yes. Yeah, this is great. For the children. Like, hell yeah. Oh, man. But yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, you guys really seem to dig it. So, all right, awesome. I mean, that's the thing. Not every video that I make needs to be one that just racks up tons of views, right? I just like hanging out and talking to you guys, right? Just like talking to my fans. Talking to my fans and nerding out and talking about comic books and stuffs. Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, thank you guys for coming out. This has been awesome. It's been an absolute blast. But yeah, thanks for coming out, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end this stream. I'm going to head to the comic book store, grab some, or at least go check out the new comic book store anyway. Do some poking around and get a feel for what all they have going on. And then, yeah, I guess I will catch you all later. Peace.